It was just like when I was 10 years old. We were watching a movie together. She was my babysitter of sorts, but she was actually younger than I. And it was the time of the movie when, when the dog didn't come back home, and I was crying. It was the best part. Except that she saw me crying. I thought she might have been so into the movie that she wouldn't have been looking up at the time. But she was looking up at the time. And then when she saw me crying, I thought we would enjoy a little cry together. Everyone could be more joyous. Except she didn't start crying together. And then she started laughing at me. And I thought we would have a laugh together because what could be more joyous? But then only one of us was laughing and one of us was crying. Oh, what could be less joyous? It was an awful movie. It wasn't even a movie. An episode of The Cosby Show, and I don't know why 22 minutes could get me to such a low point. However, I found myself sweating. I tried to tell her, oh no, I'm just sweating from my enormously athletic eyelids. I tried to watch the details of the films very closely. I told her my eyes are darting here and there across the screen, and it will really wear you out to the point that you start to sweat a little bit from the eyelids, and it starts to perspire, and you try to hope that maybe you can squeeze a little bit harder to go back in, but now I'm crying because my 6-year-old babysitter's laughing at me. I don't know why my parents entrusted me to a 6-year-old. And my dog came into the room, and he licked himself one time and left and came in through another door. There were a lot of doors in that room. And then he came back in, and then the dog started crying. But I don't think the dog was crying because of the movie. He can't really, I farted. It was like that. I tried to blame it. I said, well, sometimes when I really have to go, I end up crying so much. She's like, you gotta go pee-pee. I'm like, no, not pee-pee, poop. I was like, that's even worse. And then the following summer, we went on a train ride with my family. We were going from Ottawa to New Mexico. It was a very long ride. And we were watching that same film again, except it wasn't a film, it was just the images that you would see outside of the side of the train. And I found myself crying again. This time there was a conductor who was walking through the aisles. He was looking at me going like this. And eventually he came to my seat and said, God bless you, son. Help you, Father. And I said, help me, Father. And he said, what's I'm not your father? I said, And by the time we got to New Mexico, all over the train. It was disgusting. And there I was, wishing I was back there, and I could just be crying or laughing and crying with my 4 years, the junior babysitter that they had put me with while they were out of town. Well, they weren't so much out of town, they were upstairs having sex. And there was those awful sounds that kept coming from the room, and they said, Mommy and Daddy are having diarrhea again. That was the euphemism they chose. God, can you believe it? So there we are, we're halfway to New Mexico, but we got a better train price by going through Panama City. So we're coming back up through the south. There's great food there, a little spicy, and we're all just all over each other in the train the whole way up. I can even Oh Take